I recall many times being hurt, and the infection of recollection makes things worse. The thought of being violated gets me steaming hot, and it's a permanent part of my memory, whether I like it or not. Now, I wish I could erase it or misplace it, but I can't, so I face it. And when I'm done, remember good things to chase it down as I swallow, but my belly feels hollow from a hole left by that pain I borrowed. Straight from the past, hurts worse than bad gas. A feeling that's killing me and it won't pass, it just lasts. Until at last I'm through with it. I let it go and don't care what happened and who did it. It's over, it's finished, can't fix it or mend it. Why stay here suspended, offended? Let's end it. So I send it back to its home from where it came, but that trip is short because that home is my brain. So the bitter residue of shame is baggage unclaimed, and I remain in the same pain unchanged. But I've got to get rid of it. But I keep it, so I must love it. I can't shove it, rise above it, and I can't help but think of it. And you may sit there and wonder and ask me, what is it? It's that deep, dark tunnel I hate to revisit. It's that thing he did or that thing she said. It's that bad situation still stuck in my head. The time when I was ridiculed, laughed at, taunted, criticized, accused, misused, and unwanted, left out, put down, patronized, neglected, lied on, spied on, belittled, disrespected, intellectually, emotionally, mentally insulted, attacked, yes, and visibly, physically assaulted. This intense offense makes no sense. I'm convinced, and I can't help but hurt when I'm trespassed against. But I want to move on. I want to forgive, because pain in one's heart is no way to live, because hurt leads to hate, and hate equals danger, but it's hard to let go when there's justified anger. But let go I must if I choose to be free. If I don't let it go, it won't let go of me. But how do I do it? What makes me release it? How do I get rid of what he did and she said? When the pain has occurred, it's stuck in existence. To survive, must I hide and live life in resistance? Always defensive, unsure, apprehensive. That life is not right. It's uptight and expensive. To hide from my thoughts, ignore what I know, to feel like a victim, but not let it show. And the person who did it, sometimes they don't get it. How can I show mercy when they can't admit it? Admit you were wrong. Now that just might please me. Own up to your fault, that would make my job easy. Forgiveness would flow. Then I could let it go. Extinguish that burn. But it's still on their terms. What if they don't feel sorry? What if they don't fess up? What if they just don't care? Then I guess I'm just messed up. And I'm stuck in my anger, that painful position. So I've learned to forgive without any conditions. Not based on their actions, their kindness or hardness, but based on God's love, I will love them regardless, like Christ did for me. By his blood, I was bought, and he died for my sin, though my sin was my fault. So now I'm forgiven. For the times that I blew it, my debt has been paid because he chose to do it. And now from his mercy, I find myself free. I'll now give to others what God gave to me. The ones who have hurt me, I set free at last. I'll leave all that nonsense and pain in my past. But if it comes back and stares me in my face, I'll tell it that grace has taken its place. I'm no longer trapped. I can live with new energy. Content with my thoughts, I have peace with my memory. Renewed in my mind, I can be more reflective. I remember those things, but with a brand new perspective. Now, it doesn't mean they weren't wrong, because they were. That's the truth. But they can now be made right, and grace is my proof. So the ones who have hurt me, I now see their need. I'll look at each person as God looks at me. God looks with his love, and with his love I can see. And when I see as he does, and that makes me free. Amen.